The wind is blowing out pretty hard.
Yeah, and expect the pitchers to try to, pitch away from that and keep the ball out of the air just because of it. But you can't help, as a hitter, look for something in that location of the plate that you can get up in the air and let Mother Nature help you out.
It's the Chicago White Sox taking on the Miami Marlins. All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this. All right, just about set to go. And on the hill in this one, Sandy Alcantara.
Well, he comes at hitters with a 5-pitch mix, so for him, it's always interesting to see how he utilizes those weapons. He may lean on 1 or 2 pitches depending on how things are going and how things are working, but if he can control 4 or even 5 of those offerings, look out, hitters. It's going to be a tough day. He's really going to be able to keep those guys off balance.
And now the right fielder, Mike Tauchman. And that's off the inside edge. And we're off and rolling in Miami. That's to third, Norby. Tauchman is gone. Time to check out the lineup for the White Sox. They're dealing with a sinker specialist on the mound, which can be a big-time challenge when he's right and working mostly from the knees down.
Well, I think the approach you take is really try to lay off of those pitches down in the zone until he gets some called strikes and then forces you to go after that pitch. Until then, make him elevated, because guys that throw those sinkers, those two-seamers, really hard for them to be effective up in the zone. Those are pitches you can hammer, and when you get a cookie, you don't want to miss it.
That's outside. And now 2-0. And that one missing low. 1 out, bases empty. Climb the ladder with that fastball. And now 3 balls and a strike. Swing and a miss, struck him out. Slider got him for strike 3.
He came out of his mechanics there. Typically he likes to shoot the ball the other way, but that time a little anxious.
2 down, bases empty. Now it's the veteran outfielder, Andrew Benintendi. Just missed. Outside low, and that's ball 2. 2 outs, bases empty. Swings through that one for strike 1.
Filthy changeup right there. Just pulled the string.
Left-hand hitter waits. Back foot slider struck him out. Nothing doing for the White Sox. And now the Marlins will have a crack at things. No score. It's Major League Baseball, and it's on the show. Back here in Miami, starting on the mound in this one, Martin Perez. What should we keep an eye on here?
Well, that 12-6 curveball explodes out of the hand, and because he's able to throw the high fastball at the top of the strike zone for a strike, hitters commit to that pitch, and before they know it, they're swinging over the top of that curveball.
Xavier Edwards leading things off and takes a strike.
0-1.
And the lefty with the 0-1.
Ball 1.
The shortstop takes the ball. That's in there. 2-2 now.
2-2 count.
Can't connect on the curveball, struck him out.
Well, that's pretty much the dream two-strike curveball. If you're the pitcher, hard downward break at the very end that just dips below the swing path. And they say pitchers want to try to bounce that pitch right on top of the plate. So that was exactly what he was looking for on the mound.
And now Connor Norby. A little out front there as he swings through it.
0-1's the count.
Pitch
I got
misses,
one ball, one strike.
and now it's even 1-1. Right side, Sosa tosses to first, and the home first moving along quickly today. 2 gone. And time now for the Marlins lineup. And Singy against the southpaw on the mound. The Skippers loaded this lineup with righty bats.
Certainly following the conventional wisdom here, Boo. That extra split second can make a big difference for a hitter. So these righty batters will need to take advantage and make this tactical move pay off.
2 outs, base is empty. And up next for Miami, Jesus Sanchez. Inside corner, that's a strike. 0-1.
0-1.
That one hammered left field. Benintendi going back on it. And it hits the fence. And he starts his afternoon off right with a double.
So close to blasting that one out of here the other way, but well, that's very tough to do when you take on the outfield gap like that. Beautiful swing, though. Let the ball get a little deep and drove it to the opposite field.
So here's the cleanup hitter, Jonah Bride. Swing and a miss as he was out front.
Well, you always want to come out in the
0-1's
first
the
inning,
count.
try to put something up on the board. It's a big 2-out double right there. See if the cleanup man can drive him in and put a tally up there on the board.
Man on second, 2 down. And it's strike 2.
Well, they're looking to get on the
No
board
ball,
first
2
here
strikes.
after that clutch 2-out double made this inning interesting.
Way inside, gets out of the way.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you can get hurt.
Into center. Robert hustling after it. But it's just out of reach. And they strike first as they take a 1-0 lead.
Still able to come through behind in the count right there. Just a very nice approach and swing right there to use the big part of the field. Everything was on time. He stayed balanced through the entire swing and just launched that one into center.
2 outs, runner at first. And now the first baseman, Matt Mervis. That's off the inside
That's
corner.
inside.
And that's ball 1. Bride leads off first with 2 down to the inning. There's the strike.
1 ball, 1 strike.
That one clubbed out towards left center. That'll be extra bases. Coming home. He will score.
That's now 3 hits in a row for the offense. I'll tell you, when you smoke a line drive into the gap like that, I mean, sure, home runs are king, but I feel like nothing makes you feel like a true professional hitter more than a bolt the other way.
Here's the left fielder, Dane Myers. On a line, base hit. Rounds third, headed for the plate. The throw's offline, he's safe. It's 3-zip.
puts a run on the board and picks up an RBI. Nice line drive to the pull side right there, but he didn't spin off of it. That's the key. You still have to extend through the baseball in order to hit a line drive like that.
Now here's the Marlins DH, Davison De Los Santos. Now a bullet to second base, but he's got it to end the inning. 3 runs for him here, and they move ahead. Second inning coming up here in South Florida. It's the Marlins 3 and the White Sox nothing. Back here at Lone Depot Park. And here's the first baseman, Andrew Vaughn. Alcantara back to work. Puts it in the air out towards left center. Myers sizing this one up and makes the grab. And there's one down.
Woo! He was all over that first pitch fastball. Just barely missed it. Man, this guy was ready to hit.
Here's Josh Rojas. Alcantara, the tall righty, 29 years old, and of course has a Cy Young to his credit. Check swing, and he went. Strike one.
0-1.
Yeah, that's fouled off. One down, base is empty.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Here's a rocket out to left. Myers hauls it in, 2 away. Two down, base is empty. And here is Sosa to the plate. And first offering is fouled off. Swing and a miss.
This guy's
No
not
ball,
wasting
2
any
strikes.
pitches. Hitters got to get into swing mode. This is a good time to expand the zone. Throw something maybe down in the dirt.
2 down, nobody on. And it's a strikeout for the Sandman, his second of the game. Nothing across here this half. We go to the bottom of inning number 2. It's the Marlins 3 and the White Sox nothing. We head to the bottom of the second, and now the center fielder, Derek Hill. And the first
that's
pitch misses
inside.
for ball 1. And he swings over the top there. Ricky
I got a ball,
Holiday, our
1 strike.
umpire behind the dish, known as pretty fair umpire for both hitters and pitchers.
Yeah, I think that's right, Boog. There is a little inconsistency on the corners of the plate. You can't always be sure how it's going to go with those borderline pitches as the game progresses.
Laser could be trouble. Around first, heading for 2. And he's got a leadoff double.
I'm sure he feels really good about that one. Nice job of driving that pitch the other way on a line. You know, hitters, they take so many reps in the cages working on going to the opposite field, and it doesn't always translate into the game, but right there it did, and he did it perfectly.
Runner in scoring position, no outs. Nick Fortes will hit next. Swings through that one out in front that time.
0-1's the count.
Right through there for a strike.
One ball, 2 strikes.
Swing and a miss, struck him out.
Well, that was the cutter down and in right there. And typically, if you're going to have a chance with the pitch, if it's down, that's your best chance of doing anything with it. It's kind of like a mini slider, just with a little less vertical movement. But still, that one tied him up, and he couldn't get the barrel to it.
Edwards takes low, second trip to the plate in this one. Swings and misses at one down below the zone.
1-1.
And now 2-1 after that missed inside. Swing and a miss.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Ripped to third and caught. Throw not in time as he's able to get back to avoid the double play.
Man, he really turned on that one. Absolutely ripped it towards third, but quick cat-like reflexes down there at the hot corner to bring it down.
And at the plate for Miami, Connor Norby. He's 0 for 1. First offering, and it just misses. And that is out of play. Swing and a miss, and he was fooled.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Next pitch is outside.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
On the ground to third, Rojas. Over to first. That ends the inning. Marlins leave 1, but they're on top by a count of 3-0. And welcome back to the ballpark. Now it's the DH, Miguel Vargas. A swing and a miss, and that's strike 1.
Good late sink on that fastball. Out of the hand, looks so good, and then by the time it gets in the hitting zone, hard to get the barrel to it.
The 0-2. Line to left. Fair ball. Makes the turn and heads for second. It's a leadoff double to start the third.
The first move felt like a bit of a guess. You have to be right in those spots or things can get away from you awfully quickly.
Brooks Baldwin now at the plate. First pitch doesn't find the zone. Hit on the ground to short. Edwards tosses to first, and 1 away in the top of the third. Here's Corey Lee.
Here we go, Miami.
And first offering is fouled off.
Had some cut action to it. Velocity pretty good on that slider. So far, moving the ball around nicely.
Come on, Marlins, you can do it. Woo, come on.
Next offering is in for a strike. 1 out and a runner at second. We're here in the top half of inning number 3.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
And now 2-2.
He's trying to stay down in the zone, but the hitter just will not chase. Now back in a 2-2 count, he's going to have to go to something else to get him out.
Let's go.
Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout.
Such a challenge when a guy's got great velocity. He's throwing a slider over 90 miles per hour. You want to be ready to hit that fastball, but that late break just eats you up every time.
So the lineup flips over. Here's Mike Tauchman. Grounded out his first time. That one missed. That misses the zone, and it's 2-0. Vargas at second with 2 down.
Inside, ball 3.
So now 2 on and 2 outs.
Maybe a little loss of focus on the mound right there. Pretty much gifted him first base with a quick free pass.
Luis Robert now went down on strikes his first time through. And a breaking ball drops in for a strike.
It's amazing to look up and see 88 miles per hour on that changeup. Back in the day, that was a pretty good fastball. But with high velocities these days, that speed differential is right where it needs to be.
And it's another strikeout for the Sandman. He's been effective in this one. So it's no runs on a hit, no errors, and 2 are left. We move on to the bottom of inning number 3. It's the Marlins 3 and the White Sox nothing. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. Now it's the right fielder, Jesus Sanchez. That misses the zone. Ball 1.
1-0. That's ball 2.
Looks like he's being a little cautious with him in this at bat after doubling the first time up. Doesn't want to make another mistake.
Next offering is fouled back. Hit hard to the ground and up the middle, base hit. And the leadoff man aboard. Here's the cleanup hitter for Miami, Jonah Bride. RBI single his last time up. Slapped foul. Nobody out, runner at first. Swing and a miss. And that is strike 2.
0-2.
Hit in the air, right field. Tauchman makes the play, and there's one away. And now the first baseman, Matt Mervis. And first offering is fouled off. Now snap throw to first. Tag, and he's picked off.
Wow, that could be so tough. Left-hander with that leg. Picks it up and can dangle it in the air a little bit, and you're not quite sure. Really good move over, and you can't blame the base runner for getting picked off on that one.
Swings through that one for strike 2.
Talk about tying a guy up. That was ugly.
Fights it off. He'll see another. Fouled off, and they'll do it again.
Clearly trying to stay back a little bit longer for that changeup as he fouls that fastball back.
And
One
ball
ball,
one.
2 strikes.
Missed with a
Ball, that's it.
changeup, and it's 2-2.
Recognize that changeup right out of the hand. Just spit on it.
Got him looking. And a nice inning of work there as he sets him down 1-2-3. Nothing doing for the Marlins, but they lead it 3-0. As we go to the top of the fourth, there's Benintendi to start it off. Benintendi, the former first-round pick, Golden Spikes Award winner. And
Ball,
takes
that's
low
low.
for ball one.
You know, these White Sox, as this game goes on, have to be more disciplined at the plate. They're chasing a lot of
That's a
pitches
ball.
outside the zone, and those chases that are turning into a bunch of outs. Can they turn that around and stay within the zone? We'll see, but I think they have to.
Next offering in there for a strike. And it's
2 balls,
2-1.
1 strike.
Right through there for a strike.
He's been pitching well, but going through this middle of the order second time through, we'll see what kind of adjustments are being made.
That misses. And it's 3-2.
Now in this 3-ball count, down in the ball game, you've got to be very selective. Take your walk if they'll give it to you.
That one misses. So a leadoff walk.
That could jumpstart an offense that's really struggled to score in this one. Don't want to wake a team up with the free pass.
So a man aboard. Andrew Vaughn now. Flied to left his first time. And that's
That's out.
outside.
Nope, that's off the plate. Ball 2.
Runner at first with no outs here. Lined into right. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. And there's one down. Josh Rojas steps to the plate for the White Sox. 0 for 1 so far. First
No,
pitch
that's low.
misses. Benintendi leads off first with 1 away. And it's fouled away. And there's the
Nope.
ball. Next
Down to
offering
3-2.
upstairs. And ball 4, 2 aboard.
He's making things difficult for himself right now out there on the mound, but you know his confidence should still be high enough to get out of this, but he's gonna have to buckle down right here.
2 on, 1 out. Here's the second baseman, Lenny Sosa. He's 0 for 1. That one finds the zone, and that is strike 1.
That was the pitch to hit. Four-seam fastball instead of that sinker ball that makes you hit it on the ground. He missed a good one.
Two on, 1 out. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout.
But take a look at the 3-pitch sequence here. Pretty simple in terms of putting them away at the plate. Once you're ahead 0-2 as a pitcher, you can really expand the zone and see how aggressive that hitter is going to be trying to protect and battle. And right there, clearly he was in swing mode, but all you can do is hope to foul that off.
Miguel Vargas steps to the plate for the White Sox. Doubled his first time. In there, and it's 0-1. First and second, 2 down. Top half of inning number 4. Fouled off down the right side. Gets a piece and stays alive. Two on, 2 outs.
1 ball.
In the
2
dirt.
strikes.
Safe there, and we've got runners at second and third with 2 away. And 2 in scoring position now, thanks to that wild pitch.
No trouble moving up to second on that play with the ball getting that far away from the catcher. Nice job to take advantage of the wild pitch.
Swing and a ball driven pretty well out towards left center. Myers snags it, and that is that. So they're able to work around a pair of walks in the inning. On now to the bottom of the 4th. It's the Marlins 3 and the White Sox nothing. And we're back. John Chambi and Chris Singleton with you. And leading off the bottom of the 4th, Dane Myers. Up the middle. Oh, great stop. Fires to first, and it beats him. What a play.
Great read off the bat by the second baseman. He took it perfect angle to get to this ball, knowing that he was going to have to dive to cut it off. Gets up and completes the play from the outfield grass. What a great job of picking up his pitcher.
So now here's the DH, Davison De Los Santos. In there at the knees for a strike. Base is empty, 1 away. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. That one sizzling on its way through to the outfield. Man at first at the plate. Derek Hill doubled in his first AB. Maybe a 2-ball. 5, 4, 3 double play. And the inning is over. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and no one left. We've played 4. It's the Marlins 3 and the White Sox nothing. New inning getting started. Now it's the shortstop, Brooks Baldwin. Alcantara back to work. Swing and a miss. 0-1.
He's pitching well, but not throwing a ton of first pitch strikes. Usually doesn't work out for success, but you can never predict baseball. You know, these White Sox finding ways to get on base, but they still need help driving them home. They've had their chances with runners in scoring position, but nobody's been able to deliver a big hit in those situations.
And a quick out, number 1.
And you got to give some credit to the other side as well. They've been able to get out of a few tough jams, but frustration is mounting for this offense, no doubt.
And here's the catcher, Corey Lee. He was a strikeout victim his first time.
Ball.
Oh, I think the key, I mean, if he can get through 1 more inning, anything after that, a hitter or 2 is bonus, but they should be lined up good enough to get to the finish line.
So now 1-2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Swings and misses, struck him out. Mike Tauchman steps to the plate for the White Sox.
Definitely classify Tauchman as one of those gritty players, willing to do whatever, get on base, get around the bases.
And there's a foul ball. Next offering down low and in the dirt. There's a strike.
Looking sharp, just a strike away from 5 shutout innings.
Fights that one away, still 1-2. Two outs. And a ball evens the count. On the inside corner for called strike 3. Down in order go the White Sox. They trail in this one 3-0. Back here in Miami, we head to the bottom of the 5th. And now the catcher comes up to hit. Nick Fortes. Out to short, Baldwin. Slings to first, and the leadoff hitter retired in the 5th. Back to the top of the Miami order, and now for the Marlins, Xavier Edwards. 0 for 2 in this one. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. Bunting for a hit, he pops it up. Perez pulls that one down, out number 2. Well, he gave the bunt a shot there, but not able to execute.
Yeah, I think he rushed it a little bit, and when guys rush, it can be a pop-up or can be bunted right back at a position player.
That one ripped left field. Dives, but it falls. And now it looks like extra bases. Into second, and he's got it double.
Well, here we are, 3rd time through the order, and this is where we see the OPS jump up. Manager might have to go to the bullpen a little bit sooner than he anticipated.
So, runner at second, 2 down. Jesus Sanchez, the next up for the Marlins. That's inside. And that is ball 1. Runner at second, 2 down. Check swing, called strike. Check swing, and he went 1-2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Stays alive. And down on strikes. Make it 4 strikeouts for him on the bump today. 1 left for Miami, but they lead at 3-0. Back here at Lone Depot Park, all set for the top of the 6th. So here's Robert now. Just missed.
Inside.
There's the strike.
1-1.
Grounds one to short. And it gets by him.
Dominant performance for him today, Boog. Just 2 hits allowed so far. No runs across either. And he's had an answer for just about every hitter he's faced. So I don't think this hit is going to knock him off his stride too much.
Andrew Benintendi up to the plate. He is struck out and he is walked. Alcantara over to first. Robert dives back in.
You can do it, Marlins.
Ball. Down.
This one in the dirt. Next
Ball
pitch
back
is outside. Chris, with that distraction and a speedy guy at first, he's in a favorable hitter's count.
Well, if nothing else, I mean, this is a great spot for a hitter to be
3
in.
balls, no strikes.
Check swing. Did he go? Yes, he did.
3 balls, 1 strike.
Robert on at first. Nobody out. Swing and a miss. Ugly swing right there.
It looks like these hitters have been in between with their timing today. Good fastball, excellent slider, but they've not been able to commit to one velocity and stay there.
And there's a hit. Lead runner holds up. They're at first and second with nobody out. Now it's going to be Andrew Vaughn. Line to right, and that'll be a base hit. Headed for the plate. The throw in. Safe. And the runner from second scores on the play. It's 3-1.
Well, that gets them a little closer in this one. Anytime you rip a line drive the other way, you feel really good about what you did at the plate. You trusted your hands, you let the ball travel, and you took the barrel straight to it. That's great work right there.
First and second, no outs. And next to hit for the Sox, Josh Rojas. And he hits a ground ball right side, and it goes just foul. Next offering is downstairs. Double-barreled action in the bullpen. Anthony Bender, the hard-throwing righty, is up and loosening. Tinoco also throwing. Ball to strike. The pitch. Swing and a miss as he was out front that time.
2 strikes.
That misses. 2-2. With the go-ahead run at the plate, and we're in the top half of the 6th. And that skips in the dirt. Swing and a miss. Got him to go up the ladder for the K.
With that kind of velocity, an elevated fastball, even if it's still in the strike zone, can be tough for hitters to get on top of.
So up next for Chicago, Lenny Sosa. Ball
Inside
one
ball.
on a pitch inside.
He's looking for a ground ball to get a double play and out of this jam.
2 on, 1 out. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
Clearly was sitting on a fastball right there and just ended up out in front of the slider. Hey, you can't fault him for his commitment.
Strike three, and that's 2 in a row.
Well, he's going to have some thinking to do when he leaves the ballpark after this one. That was his 3rd strikeout, and this one looking, obviously, so he's been a little overmatched. He's got to find a way just to be more competitive up there at the plate.
So 2 down now, and here is Miguel Vargas, 1 for 2. That one catches the zone. That's strike 1. Swings through that.
He finds himself in a tough situation early. Just got to try to simplify it. Take a knock the other way if you can.
2 on, 2 outs. That one missed.
1 ball, 2 strikes to count.
Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts.
Sometimes he wears the emotion on the sleeve, but that's okay as long as he's getting results. And right there, thrilled with the punch out to get out of a jam.
Back now for the bottom of the 6th, and there's a new pitcher on the mound, number 64.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
So now it's the 4-hole hitter, Jonah Bride. That one's upstairs, ball 1. Movement for the White Sox in their bullpen. Jordan Leisure getting loose out there. Slashed foul down the right side. That'll hook off into the seats.
Well, they gave up on that pitch early, and it ended up staying in the zone. I'm sure he's kicking himself and would like that pitch again.
Tauchman right there to make the grab. And there's 1 down. And up next for Miami, Matt Mervis. That one finds the zone. That's strike 1. Base is empty, 1 away here in the bottom of the 6th. That misses the zone, and it's a ball and a strike. Right through there for a strike. That one not close. The count now 2-2. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. 2 gone now. 2 outs. Base is empty. Now the left fielder, Dane Myers. First offering, and it just misses.
He's great hitting the ball the other way, and that pitch did a good job to straighten him up a bit. Mission accomplished.
Next offering upstairs.
2-0.
That one missing inside. Top of the zone for a called strike. Hit hard, base hit. And that keeps the inning alive. Davison De Los Santos, the next up for the Marlins. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 1.
0-1.
Two outs. Rips one to right, and that's a fair ball. coming home. The tag, and he's safe. It's 4-1.
Comes through with the RBI. Really good swing right there. He got a pitch that he knew he could handle, allowed himself to stay back just a tad bit longer, and he hit the ball on the screws.
So runner at second, 2 down. And at the plate for Miami, Derek Hill. First pitch doesn't find the zone. Out in front and foul to the left side.
Pretty good pitch to take a pass at in a 1-0 count. Just not able to square it up.
A rope into right, and that's a base hit. Here's the throw to the plate. And he's out. Cut down, and that ends the inning.
Well, it's pretty difficult to throw a base runner out at the plate with 2 outs on a base hit to the outfield, but an excellent job of coming up with it, getting rid of it quickly, and throwing on the money. That is great technique from start to finish. Nice job to end the inning.
We go to the top of the 7th. Stepping in is the switch hitting shortstop, Brooks Baldwin. Swinging a foul straight back. Well, he's back out there to begin the 7th. That surprised you at all, Chris?
Yeah, a little bit. It was a little rough 6th inning there, but his skipper's got a lot of confidence in him. But trust me, they will keep a close eye on how he does in this one.
Next offering is in for a strike. And that's downstairs and outside. That's inside.
Boog, he never moved because he never had time to. But that kind of velocity, you'd prefer that pitcher work away.
Here's a swing and a line drive, and that's a base hit into right field. So a man on base to start the inning.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Nice line drive to the pull side, met it out front, but just stayed through it nice enough and ripped it into the outfield. And now they've got some speed on first, so we'll see if they try to get him into motion.
Now the Marlins manager out of the dugout, and he'll make a move to the pen. Sandy Alcantara won't go any further, and a nice effort out of him, no doubt. New arm coming on. We'll be back for that in a moment. New pitcher on here, Anthony Bender. And up next for Chicago, Corey Lee, who's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. That one misses, and it's 1-0.
If you're going to get something going, this is the time to do it. You get the leadoff man on. Everybody's got to look over the shoulder and say, I'm just going to keep the line moving. Don't try to do too much.
Hit on the ground up the middle. That's a base hit. Throw back in quickly. First and second now with nobody out. Mike Tauchman steps to the plate for the White Sox. There's the strike. 95 of that one. The tying run at the plate. And 1-2. that one down
Nope,
the
that's
line,
foul.
and that's just foul.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
Tying run at the plate.
That's ball 2.
You know, we used to say, if you're scared, get a dog. Go the fastball, man.
If you're scared,
Get a dog, man. Just get a dog.
in the dirt. No advance. Good job behind the dish. Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Popped up left side. Pulls it down, and he makes the catch. And there's one down. And now it's Luis Robert. 1 for 3. This is what stat nerds like myself might call a high leverage situation.
Yeah, Boog, not sure what the numbers say, but clearly an at-bat that could change the course of this game dramatically.
Two on, one out. That one out to right. Sanchez. 2 away. Manager out of the dugout now, and it looks like we'll see a change on the mound. Anthony Bender gives way. It's a 3-run game, and we'll be back to tell you about the new arm in a minute. Andrew Nardi taking over on the mound. Benintendi to the plate. Check swing. He went too far, and it's a strike.
0-1's the count.
Two on, 2 outs. And fouled off. Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. And a swing and a miss. Beat him with a fastball. White Sox strand a couple, and they trail it 4-1. We're back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the 7th. Jordan Leisure. Here's the catcher, Nick Fortes. In there at the knees. Strike 1. Swing and a base hit. So now back to the top of the order. Here's the shortstop at the plate. Xavier Edwards. 0 for 3 in this one. Runner on the goal. And that's pushed foul off to the left and out of play. Fortes gets his lead at first with nobody out. 0-2 now as he swings through it.
No balls, 2 strikes. One ball.
Squirts away a little bit. Right back to the mound. Could be an easy 2. There's one. Not in time at first. It's a fielder's choice. Connor Norby, the next up for the Marlins. He is quite an athlete. I mean, you look around the other sports, basketball, football, you feel like he could thrive in one of those sports too. Fastball in for a strike, and it's 0-1. Got the bat going too soon. It's strike 2. He goes down looking. So up next, Jesus Sanchez. Outside low, and that's ball 1. Move to first, and he dives back in safely. Check swing, called strike. Rip towards third. That ends the frame. Marlins leave 1, but they lead it 4-1. And we're back. Now, Andrew Vaughn. The White Sox in striking distance, but have some work to do.
Boog, it starts with the leadoff man. I need a good at-bat out of him right here.
First pitch misses.
Got to keep things airtight defensively right here. On your toes, ready to make a play. If you can get this to the 9th with a 3-run lead, it should be a W.
Swing and a ball lifted in the air. And there's one down. Next to hit, Josh Rojas. First pitch just misses. Nardi, in his 3rd season, he features a 4-seam fastball, a slider, and he works in a changeup. And a swing and a miss.
I got 1 ball, 1 strike.
Missing inside, 2-1. Strike on the inside corner. Lefty continues to work, but the closer getting loose in the bullpen. And that's a little bit high. Popped in the air, left field. And there's 2 down. Now the Marlins manager out of the dugout, and he'll make a move to the pen. Andrew Nardi will depart, and as he heads off, we'll step aside for a minute. Back with the new pitcher after this break. Jesus Tinoco takes over on the mound. He's into the game with the bases empty. Now it's the second baseman, Lenin Sosa. 3 strikeouts already. He's 0 for 3. This one in the air, right field. And that's a foul ball. 2 down, nobody on. And we're in the top of the 8th. And now the count is even. And a swing and a miss. There's that slider.
It's had a tough day at the plate. 3 strikeouts already. It's hard not to think negative, but you got to find a way to somehow center up the baseball and put it in play.
2 down, nobody on. Foul ball still, a 1-2 count. Hit in the air, center field. Hill makes the catch, inning over. On to the bottom of the 8th. Here's the second baseman, Jonah Bride. Leisure back to work. That's a little high. Ball 1. And that's outside. Foul ball. Liner to second and picked on the hop to first. And very nicely done for the out. And now for the Marlins, Matt Mervis.
All over that one right there. Just a solid swing right there. Caught it out front and ripped it into the outfield for the base hit. Those always feel great.
Runner on at first with 1 gone. Here's the left fielder, Dane Myers. Inside. 1-0. Just missed. Man at first, 1 away. Check swing, and he went. And the count 2-1.
1 strike.
A little out front there as he swings through it.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Line drive. He dives, but he can't make the catch. Quick throw back in. Lead runner holds at second with 1 gone. Next to hit, Davison De Los Santos.
RBI knock for him last time. Now a chance to drive in another run.
And that's off the inside edge. And that's ball 1. Runners at first and second with 1 gone. Here, the bottom half of the 8th inning. Next offering upstairs.
Could be some action here on this next pitch. Couple runners on. Probably a challenge pitch coming.
Here we go, Miami.
2 on, 1 out. Swing and a foul out of play.
Could use a ground ball here. Something in the infield. Runner at first base. Get 2. Get out of this.
Fouls 1 off. 2-2. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Went back to the fastball, and it was effective. So first and second with 2 outs. Here's the center fielder, Derek Hill. On the ground, right side. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. Marlins strand a pair as they hold on to a 4-1 lead. We're back, and on the mound is the closer, Calvin Fauché.
He's got a wicked breaking ball in his arsenal, and it's definitely one of his go-to pitches when he needs an out.
Miguel Vargas getting ready to hit. First offering, and it just misses. Pop foul out of play off to the right. There's a swing and a drive. Sanchez going back on it. And that one is off the wall. Round second, digging for third. The relay throw. He's in there.
Well, that certainly feels good when you can win the at-bat after being down in the count, up against it with 2 strikes right there. He hit that ball really well to deep right field right there. Got a pitch to drive and just stayed through it nicely. Didn't quite have the trajectory to clear the fence, but you're always happy with an extra base hit. Really important at-bat coming up now.
Digging in, Brooks Baldwin. And that's in there at the knees for a strike. Late swing, foul to the left. Oh, 0-2 now. That's foul off to the right side. Keeps the AB going. Up the middle. Dives, and he can't hang on. In comes the run from third. And it's an RBI single, and it's now a 2-run game.
Protecting with strikes on him. And putting the ball in play speaks to cutting down the strikeouts, shortening up with 2 strikes.
And now here is Corey Lee. And that misses. Ball 1.
This is the guy they turn to get the most important outs of the ball game, but they're going to make him work to get this save.
Late swing, fouled off.
This is a good situation if you want to try to steal a base. 9-hitter, and you're about to turn this lineup over, so get a little momentum as you turn it over. With 2 strikes, may see some movement over there at first base, trying to stay out of the double play right here.
Tying run at the plate. And downstairs. Strike 3, got him swinging. And a strikeout for the first out here in the 9th. And next to hit for the Sox, Mike Tauchman. Corner infielders guarding the lines, trying to prevent extra bases. Swing and a ball lifted in the air. Shallow right field. 2 down.
Lefties can definitely be a little pull happy up there, especially with pitches that they see pretty well. That was a good example. He hooked an outside pitch, hit that ball in the air to right, just not with much authority.
White Sox down to their final out. And now here's the big center fielder, Luis Robert. That one's in there. 0-1. And the White Sox down to their final strike.
Man, he was really tardy on that fastball. Great job of setting him up by throwing the curveball. Add some velocity to it on the next pitch. Can't catch up.
This could end it. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. The delivery to Robert. Got him! And that's the ball game.
Well, not all saves come easy, but he didn't let things unravel. Good win for the team today.
And your final 4-2 for Chris Singleton and our entire crew. I'm John Shambi saying so long.